back to my channel, and in today's video I decided to do something a little different, and that's why I'm here in the living room. I'm gonna be doing a mukbang today and just a story time for you guys. I did post a poll on it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm finally doing it today. So let's go get some food and I'll be right back. So 1, 2. All right, so now we're back. Our Domino's, we got some chicken alfredo pasta, some cookie brownies, and pizza and chicken wings. I am not eating all this by myself, guys. Don't worry, I'm actually sharing with my brother. So this part is just for show, but I'm really gonna eat like not all this. This is too much. All right, guys, so here is what we're working with. I do have a gallon of water right here. It's not from the coldest water bottle. It's actually my gallon that I purchased through Amazon. I wonder if I use my AirPods, if you guys can still hear me or something. I'm gonna just take it off. All right, so I'm gonna be drinking some Snapple and my water if I finish my Snapple. But so I never had, before we get started and tell you guys what everything is gonna be about, I never had Domino's pasta. I feel like I had before, but I wasn't a fan of it. But I was really in the mood for pasta, and my brother was in the mood for Domino's. So I got the chicken one. Oh, I thought it was crispy chicken, but it's okay. It looks like this. Let's say Grace. Thank you. So I don't even know where to start. So before I begin eating, I just want to say that today I'm doing a story time on how my best friend, who's no longer my best friend, so let me put that out there. My best friend, who's no longer my best friend, basically, like, I'm gonna just say it. My best friend has sex with the love of my life. My first love, whatever you want to call it, puppy love, whatever. So yeah, that's the story time. I do have another story time for you guys coming soon, which is why I'm no longer living in this house. I'm in here for today, but yeah, I'm just squatting real quick, squatting around. But so let me take the first bite before we get started. Hopefully it's good. If it's not, I swear to God. I mean, it's all right. All right, so let's start from the beginning. This story time is pretty simple and really short because it literally happened. Like, how can you explain, you know, something like that? But basically, I had a best friend back in high school. And my best friend, we were really close. Like, we would do everything together. I had 2 best friends. One I'm still very, very close with now. She's not even my best friend anymore. She's my sister, basically, but she is in the Navy. So I thank her for her service every day. But the other one, she was the best friend, but we didn't have the same relationship I had with my other best friend now. So let me tell you on how it began. Well, let me say how me and this girl met. So me and this girl, we're gonna call her Nye. We're gonna call her Nye. So basically, I met Nye in high school when I was a freshman. She was also a freshman. It took me a while. First of all, let me just say that it took me a while to actually speak about this. I was really debating, but at this point in life, I just don't care. So anyways, we met in school. I really forgot how we actually met. No, I remember how we met. We knew we went to the same school, but I was friends with some kid who ended up moving to Florida, but I was friends with him, and he was a year older than us, and I knew him through middle school. But we always took the same train to go home. So one day, I leave school and I go to 36th Street. If you're from Brooklyn, you know what 36th Street is at. So we're waiting for the train. Well, I was walking to the stop where, like, this part of the train where the exit's at on my stop, and it was the same exit. Like, he went on the first stop on the line, but I went on the third, and our exits were in the middle of the stop. So, you know, they were there. I saw them there. Long story short, I saw them there, and he dapped me up and he introduced me to this girl, and he introduced me to Nye, right? So Nye was, I mean, how can I put it? Do you know when you feel like you're off about, like, something's off about someone, but you just don't know what it is? Like, you can't pinpoint it, but you just don't listen to your intuition. It was like one of those. So he introduced me to her. And she got on the same train as us too, because she lived on the same line. So, but she went further down. So what happened was, when he ended up leaving and we got on the train, when he ended up leaving, me and her had a conversation. We, exchanged social media, whatever. So when that happened, we spoke and then we became really good friends. She was really cool. She was really cool. She was a really cool person, like, whatever, right? She ended up, what did she do? I remember when we got, when we got really close, I noticed a switch up from her. And every time a boy was, when we were around any boy, she would just kind of be so, like, rude to me. I wouldn't say rude, but, like, embarrass me. It was like that. I felt so embarrassed every time we was around a boy or a group of boys or whatever the case is. But we're young, like, whatever. It was like that. And it went like that for our whole time in high school. We stopped being friends like my junior year. Like, confirmation, like, beginning of senior year was like confirmed, like, we were really no longer friends. It was just more of like a high and by thing, but that's not the point. So she would always embarrass me, and I felt, you know, like what the hell? Like I'm the type of person, like if you're gonna, if you was gonna say something to me, I'm gonna shut my mouth and just let you talk, no matter how embarrassed I felt. But don't get me wrong, like she used to call me all these names in front of boys, like, and it was just so annoying. So that's basically that's how it starts. And or for example, or let's say a boy liked me or something, she'll do the same thing. Like it was just something like that. So sorry guys, the phone was ringing. Alright, so yeah. That's really what I dealt with for a couple of years. Don't get me wrong, she's very pretty, she's very attractive, but I was the type of girl that we had that friendship where we were both really pretty. Like, don't get me wrong, I felt like I was really pretty back in high school. And we was like that pretty girl friendship. But I noticed that the more we got older, the more things started to happen. So anyways, there was a group of girls that I did not really associate myself with because they were these fake girls from high school. I don't associate myself with fake, I'm not gonna say bitches, but that's pretty much what they were. I don't associate myself with no girls that are very fake and talk shit behind your back or anything like that. And we had a group of girls from school in our grade that did that. So as we got older, more into high school, she started becoming friends with these girls again. I really didn't, I just did myself, like, I didn't associate myself. I would, like, say hi and bye when it came to, like, you know, if I seen them around, but not even that, like. So, we're gonna call the duo, that the girls, right? I'm gonna call them M&Ms. Let's call them M&Ms, just because they were always together. Alright. So, M&Ms, right? We got 9 M&Ms. So, when that happened, when she became friends with them, now we're going to jump into, I know I'm like jumping a little bit, but now we're going to jump into junior year when everything went down. So, we were juniors in high school. My junior year of high school, the start was, like, I just hated it, the start of it. If you guys don't know, my birthday is in September. It's right there when school starts, on like a couple days after school starts, because my birthday's on the 20th, so probably like a week or 2 after school starts. So what happened was, let me tell you about this boy. He's not even a boy. Let me just say that. He's not even a boy. At the time, he wasn't even a boy either. So, let me tell you about this boy. This guy. I have been associated with this guy. Like, he's been in my life and I've been in his life since I was like 7 years old. When I was 7, he was 13. Do the math. Like, that's pretty, you know, whatever. But I knew since the day that I seen him, I just like, wow. I mean, I'm not gonna say I loved him. Like, what the hell, I'm 7. But I did know I liked him. Like, he was like my first crush ever. A 7-year-old. Crush on a 13-year-old. That's freaking, oh my gosh. So, I met him through my father. And he was like a young barber. Like, he was youngin', you know? But anyways, I've always had a little thing for him, like, you know. And as we got older, me and him got closer and closer, and we were just friends. Like, we've been friends for many years. We're still friends to this day, but whatever. So yeah, we're you know, I was really cool with him. Very chill. We were just, you know, we never hung out, but there were times where, you know, we'll be on FaceTime here and there, but we'll just talk about school, my life, whatever problems, whatever the case is. Like, we were just friends, like normal friends. When I was yeah, so we were just normal friends, and he was like the love of my life, to be honest. He was like my first love, but it wasn't really like a love. It was just more like puppy love. Like, you know, you have feelings for someone, but it was deep feelings I have for this guy. So yeah, long story short, Nye knew about him. My birthday was coming up. It was junior year, like I said. My birthday was right around the corner, and I threw a little like 16th birthday bash. He was coming. M&Ms were coming, and I didn't even invite M&Ms. One thing, let me tell you guys something. If you are throwing something, like, invite people that you associate yourself with, or like, do not listen to nobody else, because people be messing up with your brain, and then, you know, whatever. So I wanted to be a party, like, not big party, but a party. And this was at my father's house, and, you know, like I said, my father is friends with this guy, and the boy, we're gonna call him the boy. So my father's friends with the boy, right? And my father knew him since he was really young, so they, you know, they're cool, they're friends, whatever. At this point, he's above the age of 21. I'm 15. This girl's 16, because her birthday was just a couple weeks before mine. Or maybe like a month and a week before mine, or whatever, something like that. So I told her in advance, like, hey, bro, like, listen. Mind you, this party was basically her party, to be honest. My 16th birthday bash was basically her birthday bash, or her party, or the case is. There was people I didn't even know was there. People I didn't want was there. It was just so many people. But that's not the point. So what had happened was, I remember telling her this specific day, yo, listen, there's, you know, the boy, you know, the boy is coming. She didn't know what he looked like. She didn't know really who he was like that. I never spoke about him to any of my friends, because besides my other best friend, but I just felt like there was no need to. But since I knew he was coming, and I knew how she was around boys when I'm there, or vice versa, or whatever the case is like, I knew I had to tell her. So I told her, I was like, hey, the boy is coming, and I don't want, you know, he's off limits, this, that, and the third. He's mine, blah, 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 blah. And she agreed. I don't even want to eat. She agreed, and she was like, okay, like, you know. She was like, can I see a picture of him? So I showed her. I remember these exact words. She said, oh no, he's ugly. Oh no, he's ugly. I said, okay, good. I remember those exact words. And it's scary how I remember everything that went down. Because if you know me, I have bad memory. So she said that he's ugly, whatever, ping pong. And I was like, that's fine. Great. Keep it like that. So, fast forwarding to my birthday party. I believe we shot it on the 21st of September. The 21st or the 23rd. I forgot when my birthday was. Because my birthday was on a weekday that day, so we did it during the weekend. So everybody was there. The whole thing was packed. People were outside. People were in the bedroom. People were in the living room, in the kitchen, because it was like living room and kitchen were together. So they were in that area. People were in the hallway, on the stairs, outside. It was just so many people. It was hectic. It was hot. It was so hot. Like super hot. Like we had to use our paper plates as fans. It was just crazy hot. So I remember there was hookah and everything. So I remember we were by the hookah station. Me, Nye, the M&Ms, and a couple of my friends from middle school that I went to high school with. So I see the boy, right, walking through that door. Mind you, right now he's like 23 or something like that. 22, 23. And I told her, I was like, hey, look, he's right there. He just came. Remember. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, he's here, he's here. The first thing that came out of her mouth was, where? I showed her and she said, oh my God, he's cute. So when that happened, I stood shut. Like the dumb girl that I am, I stood shut, whatever, right? He comes up to me after a while, and, you know, he gives me a hug, and he was like, happy birthday, whatever. I was like, thank you. Mind you, we're just friends, we're cool, whatever. So he ended up hanging out with my father, with the, you know, with the grown people. As he should, like how you doing, like, gonna hang out with all of us under age, you know? So, long story short, about not that long, maybe like 30, 40 minutes, 45 minutes later, they were not to be found. Mind you, also this day, the day of my birthday, I was already pissed. I was already furious because I went downstairs and I got my ass slapped really hard by some boy on the ball team while I was talking to somebody else. And I was already pissed off. Like, I couldn't even say or hit. I said something, but I couldn't even hit the kid because when, like, I was wearing a thin dress, but it was covered. Everything was covered, but I was wearing a thin dress. And he did that, and my body was shaking. It was that bad that my body was shaking. I was in shock, and that shit hurt. So that's what happened, right, already. And so let's fast forward back to, you know, whatever. They were no longer to be found. Mind you, I'm already pissed. So I'm like, where the hell did they go? I just gave pizza to my brother. But anyway, so what was I up to? Yeah, so they were nowhere to be found. Nowhere. I guess he ended up leaving or something after. But at the end of the night, my, you know, Nat came up to me and she goes, do you know that the boy gave me his number? I'm like, what do you mean? At this time, me and him have been friends, but we did not exchange. I don't think we had each other's no, I lied. Yes, we did. We had each other's numbers. But they exchanged numbers, whatever. I'm like, okay. I was like, when was this? She was like, we were downstairs together. They were downstairs when I was looking for them. They were downstairs outside together by themselves, whatever. So when I was looking for them, they were outside the whole time. I didn't check the outside just because I was having fun inside, so I wouldn't want to go downstairs. But they were having fun, right? They went downstairs and they were having a little chit chat. They exchanged numbers and I believe social media too. And she tells me, bragging in my face, that he smells so good, that she and him hugged and things like that. And I felt away. I just turned 16 and I felt away. Like, how are you gonna do that and say that on my birthday party, at my birthday party? But whatever, right? I was like, okay, whatever. I ended up brushing it off. I was not trying to let that affect my night. So whatever. She goes home. Everything's, cooling, booling, whatever. You know what's crazy too? If you guys stuck with me if you guys were watching my YouTube video since I started YouTube, it's not up anymore, but I did post a video of my 16th birthday. If you watch that video, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You know who Nai is. But I'm not gonna, whatever. The video's not up anymore, guys, so don't even try to look for it. But, so basically, my eyelashes are coming off now. Okay. So basically, we go back to school the following week. And I remember the M&Ms were there. They were with us. Just at the end of the day, the M&Ms were there. It was the M&Ms, Nai, and me sitting on the bench that we have in front of the college office. So I remember we sat there, and this is where things turn position. So this girl, right? She told me, and the M&Ms, bragging in my face, oh my God, like, I'm going to his house today after school. I think we're gonna have sex. If I could only remake the face that I did, I would. But I cannot. All I remember was myself being in such shock and confused at the same time. But I remember that day she told me that they've been talking for like 2 weeks. This was like 2 weeks after my birthday. They've been talking since my birthday. And I didn't talk to him on a daily. It was never like that. So she was like, should I do it? Should I do it? The M&M said, yeah, bro, like, you should go see how big his beep is, right? It was just a whole bunch of nonsense. And she was asking me, I was like, no. To be honest, I was the only virgin in the group. Like, in any, I was literally the only virgin. So not only was I saying no, because he's an adult and she was still a minor, I was saying no because that's my, like, how are you gonna do that? That's literally like the guy I want to be with when I get older and I'm legal and all this other stuff, and this is what you do, right? Whatever. Guys, he also did not know. I think he didn't know. He did not know that I had a thing for him. But in my opinion, that shit was so obvious. But yeah, he said he didn't know, but whatever, that's not the point. So, fast forward, she's like, okay, I don't know, I might not go, but let's see what happens. I'm like, okay. I'm praying to God that she doesn't go. So, he didn't live far from the school either. Probably like, probably like a 10-minute walk. Or maybe like 15-20 minute walk from my school. And she ended up, my bad. I'm already home. Or I'm on my way home or something like that, I don't recall. And I see her snap, like she sends me a snap, like a streak. And I open it, and this girl is in front of his house, like in front. I think he picked her up halfway, and they're in front of his house. I'm already here, like, are you, I hope, like, I knew it was gonna go down, but I was just telling myself, like, no, right, whatever. She was like, bro, we're here, or something like that. She goes inside the house. She sent me another streak of him in front. I guess they were walking towards the bedroom or something. And of him in front. And then she sent me another streak saying, I don't even know. Okay. So she sent me another streak, right? And she was like, bro, we're really gonna do this. She's in his house. I did not hear from her for 3 or 4 hours after. And she called me when she got home and she showered and everything. And she told me everything. Like, when I mean everything, I mean from how it started and how it ended. And I was just so upset. It was like a Netflix and chill or something like that. And I was so mad, so upset that I couldn't. Like, I remember I cried when we hung up the phone. And I felt so betrayed, so backstabbed, like. And on top of that, he drove her home. At the time, I never ever sat in his car, ever, anything like that. And I was so upset. I was so mad. And they had sex. But she went over there. Like, I don't know why I'm still upset. I mean, I'm not upset anymore because it's just BS at this point. But, like, why would you do that to someone you call your best friend, or someone I call my best friend? Like, why would you do something to hurt me like that? And it's always been like that. I told you guys, it's always been like that when it came around boys. And I was just so hurt. I was bad. I felt backstabbed. I felt betrayed. It was just a whole bunch of things that I felt that I didn't even know what to say, what to do, nothing. So basically, the following week, no, not even the following week, a couple days after, I already told her before that I was gonna get my hair cut. This is when I went and I shaved all my hair off back in 2017. On October 17th of 2017, they had intercourse a couple days before. And she came with me. And the reason why she came with me was because he's my barber. That's the first time he cut my hair, but he's been around my family since we were really young, so I trusted him only to do my hair. So she came with me and he cut my hair. And yeah, that's the only reason why she came with me too, just to see him and be get like trying to have a conversation, whatever. After that day, I did not talk to him. I stopped talking to her little by little, and it got to a point where I completely cut her off. I stopped talking to him. This was in October. Then the following time, me and her stopped being friends after. The following time that me and her stopped being friends or whatever, now we're in 2018. And this is January of 2018. And me and this guy, I just couldn't hold it in anymore. And I just wanted to know answers, like, why did he do this? Or, you know, why? What was the point? Like, you could have done it with any other girl, but it had to be my best friend, right? Or, well, somebody who I thought. So, I called him and I was like, when you get home, call me. He gets home and he called me. I was like, we need to talk. And he goes, about what? I'm like, would you ever lie to me? He goes, no, actually, no, I did not say it. I said it, but I said, you know how we've been friends for a very long time? He goes, yes. I was like, okay, you know how you see me grow up, like, da, da, da. He goes, yes. I was like, okay. I hit him with the, would you ever lie to me? He goes, no. I was like, you swear? He goes, I swear, but what is this about? And I'm like, so you don't got nothing to tell me? He goes, no, what do I have to tell you? So right off the bat there, I felt like he's lying. Like, you just swear that you're not going to lie to my face. So you don't lie to me, and you just lied. So he's like, I was like, so you don't got nothing to tell me? He goes, no. I was like, really? When I mean that I blacked out and I actually started, like, confronting him, I forgot a lot of things that I said, but I was barking and barking. I, like, splanked and I barked and barked and barked. And I was like, all I remember was saying something along the lines of, like, I'm like, I liked you since I was 7, and this is what you do to me. Like, you betrayed me. Like, how can you choose my best friend? Like, you couldn't do anything. And then he cuts me off. And mind you, I hate when people cut me off, especially when I'm ranting. And he goes, what did you say? And I'm like, what? He goes, what did you just say? I was like, what? That I liked you? And he goes, yeah. And I didn't know. So we were having a whole conversation on how he didn't know that he liked me or whatever. And he was apologizing and things like that. It was a whole thing. And I just, we weren't talking like that anymore, just here and there. And so to this day, I actually have not FaceTimed him in so long. Nor spoke to him in so long. I'll just speak to him like here and there for little bitty things. But yeah, that's really what happened. I don't talk to her whatsoever, but I do wish her best of luck with her life, hope she's okay and things like that. I'm done being nice to people. Do not be too nice to people, you guys, because you can definitely get betrayed. But yeah, that is, I do speak to him recently, like, just for little bitty things, but nothing crazy. Not even like friendship talk. We're more like acquaintances now. I don't really have, I don't have the same feelings for him that I had before when I was younger. You guys know I am in a relationship, so I'm happily in a relationship, but I just wanted to put this out there. And like I said, I wish her best of luck with her life. I know she has a boyfriend now, so I hope, they're really good for each other and things like that. Like, I don't wish her bad luck, no bad morals, no nothing like that. Hope she's doing well. Hope her mom is doing good. And for him, like, I don't know, it just hurts, you know, like, it hurts. And it hurts even more because, you know, for me, in his perspective, I was different. Like, he wouldn't do that to me, you know, or, you know, in between the lines, because I was underage. I'm no longer underage right now, but I was underage. But I do remember saying, like, maybe the future has something for us, maybe it doesn't. But maybe let's see when I hit the age of 18. When I would turn 18, nothing happened. So, yeah. I don't know, you guys. It's just something I wanted to discuss because life lesson, just be careful who you trust, especially with your business, and your love life or whatever the case is. Be careful who you trust, because people you really think that got your back, even though you've been through thick and thin, they really don't got your back. And always trust your intuition. Intuition never, ever lies, guys. I'm telling you, your intuition never lies. When I trust my intuition, I find a lot of stuff, which is I'll probably do for other story times, but I wanted this to be my first story time, to start kicking it off and, you know, talking about things and my life and standards and things like that. I didn't even finish eating. So, and all the food is cold. Ugh. All right, well, but I think that is all for this story time. I don't keep in contact with her, like I said, and I don't talk to him on a daily. So I think that is all for the story time. Something else pops up, maybe I'll do part 2, but I doubt something's gonna pop up because I feel like I covered everything. My eyelash is freaking ridiculous right now. Alright, so that is all for today's story time. If you guys do want another story time, I have a lot of story times. So if you guys do want another story time, make sure you like and comment down below. Things like, give me some ideas. Maybe it'll pop up in my head, like a drama, a fight, like something like that, and I would do that story time for you guys. Also, subscribe, because how are you like gonna watch my videos and not subscribe? You know what I mean? So subscribe. I also do have a lot of content coming soon. I just haven't been around due to a lot of personal reasons, but I'm come back and I'm gonna come better. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, like I said, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.